Cannon was so weird. Cannon was the weirdest because, see, Cannon was Menachem Gohan and I can't think of the other guy, but the two of them
Globus,
came from
Globus, right?
Globus, yeah, Globus, and those two guys. First of all, they were both bastards. I mean, they
Yeah.
really were bastards. But the thing is they were so hated in the town, right? Because they took every opportunity to like screw as many people as they possibly could, and they were opportunists in every way you can imagine. I mean,
Yeah.
just like any good filmmaker is. But those guys, when you got a job, and this is so funny because I just recently, maybe about 2 years ago, I think, I went to do some location scouting for a vampire film, and the guy, and I can't, his name is Steve Marsh, and he was the production designer that was on Runaway Train, that was doing the LA part of it, and I was the art director that was doing the Alaska part of it. He was in LA working, right? Okay. Now get this. He's literally pulled onto this vampire film, but he really doesn't want to be there, and Jack Shoulder wants to work with me. And so we get one of those weird, when I get into town, and I drove into Atlanta, and I go to this restaurant, and I walk in, and these people are so excited because I had worked on, these, and Steve Marsh was there, and I was supposed to take over for Steve, right? And I hadn't seen him in years. It was so good to see him and all the rest of this. And they go, tell us a story about working at Cannon Films. And I said, well, the primary thing you got to remember about Cannon Films is that they were so hated around town that nobody would rent anything to them. Nobody would take their lines of credit. Nobody would take their fucking checks. So what they would do is what they would do is, and everybody at the table goes, you mean in the lobby? Yeah. And I go, yeah, in the lobby. Yeah. Steve had just told the story that when you walked in, if you were going to run a department, there was this credenza that was behind the receptionist desk, and she would go, "You're Mick Strawn, right?" And she'd look back, and there was bags, fucking lunch bags, one right after the other, and they had names on them. And and there was Mick Strawn, and she grabs the bag, and she dumps it she puts it on, and she says, "There you go. That's your money."
Oh my God.
What do you mean it's my money? She goes, here, sign this chip, and you sign that chip for $10,000 in cash.
Oh my God.
$1,000, and you walk out of that building and go, wow, I hope that nobody out here really knows that I'm walking out of this building with a fucking lunch bag that's got 10 grand in it, right? The thing is, David just told the same story about 20 minutes before I got there.
It's a pretty memorable story about how you get paid.